All right, you guys. So I'm gonna flash this GoFundMe page before you see the interview. It's a link so you guys can donate to the interviewees. Please, you guys, grab a pen, write it down, pick a person you want to donate to, put it in the memos, and donate. And thanks, man. Peace be with you, and God bless you.
Gracious, God is good, yeah. I promise to tell the truth, I once knew of a man stuck in his wicked ways and holding the devil's hand. Took advantage of people, greedy and nickel slick. Addicted to opiates, he was hooked and he couldn't quit. Not to mention methamphetamine, coke and a lot of weed. In and out of the slammer, kids that he never seen. Embarrassment to his...
Meet Tory. She's a 62-year-old woman, struggling, homeless on the streets. She's going to tell you some of her hardships. Please, please pay attention.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Bruce. Thank you, Tory. Thank you so much for telling us this story. I really appreciate it. Okay, Tory, would you mind telling me how old you are? Ish?
62.
62?
Well, actually, I'm only 61, but...
Well, you look great. You don't look a day over 35.
All right. Thanks.
Okay, Tory, where are you from?
Originally from Burlingame.
Burlingame?
Mm-hmm. And then I moved up to Marin County, lived in Nevada for like 25 years or so, and then came here about 10 years ago.
About 10 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, well, how did you grow up? Like, did you have a big family?
No, small family. I have one sister that's older than me, but kind of, yeah. She lives in a different state.
So you're the youngest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how's mom? Were you with mom and dad?
And just, well, not my mom.
Just mom?
Yeah, my dad, well, they got divorced when I was like 10.
When you were 10? Okay. Tell me about mom. How was she?
Yeah, I don't know really what to say. She's a little bit judgmental, and we don't get along that great.
Was ever since that? We're talking about at that age.
Oh, at that age,
yes.
Everything was good.
Everything was good.
It was good.
Mom was good to you.
Yeah.
There was no abuse or neglect or anything.
No.
Just dad and mom split up.
Yeah.
And did you love your dad? Did you know you were 10, right?
Yeah. I mean, it was all good. You know?
Yeah. And so where did dad go?
He moved to a different state for a while and came back here. Yeah, a little bit later.
Do you remember how that made you feel when they split?
You know, kind of, I mean, it made me feel bad, but not, I didn't blame, nobody really talked bad about each other, and so it was never put into my head like, oh, my dad did this to, you know.
Uh-huh.
I was sad that he was gone. Then when he came back, I just forgave him
For leaving?
Yeah.
But you were pretty upset when he left.
Well, yeah.
I mean, you're a 10-year-old girl. I mean,
yeah.
you know, you're probably pretty sad.
Yeah.
And your sister, was she sad as well?
Yeah.
Did she take it real hard either? Or you guys did sound like you did all right with it, but...
Yeah, I think we did all right with it. She's a little bit older than me,
So, what did your mom do to support you guys?
She worked. She got a job, and her parents helped her. You know.
Oh, so grandma and grandpa were in the picture as well?
Yeah.
And were they great people too?
Yeah.
Or they really were?
They really were.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
So did you go to school?
I went to school, up through high school. Graduated high school.
Yeah, did you like school, or were you good at it, or?
I was okay. My sister was very smart, like a genius type, so it was always, more difficult, like for me, people expecting like me to be that way, but really I'm not, obviously not a genius.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. So did you feel like a little jealous, maybe, or like less than, maybe?
No, it just, yeah, kind of like I couldn't meet up. I knew that I couldn't fulfill, any kind of expectations.
You couldn't
from
be sister.
Teachers and, yeah.
Definitely couldn't be sister.
Yeah, right. That's one time a teacher said that. Like my mom was mad. She was very mad at that teacher. But because that isn't fair. But
Right.
whatever. I didn't ever really feel bad about it because really, like my sister, I wasn't jealous because she has no like real common sense. So I always saw that and was like, oh, I'm glad I'm not like that. I didn't want to be some brainiac. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you graduate high school.
Mm-hmm.
So then what happens after that?
Oh God.
I know it's a while ago,
got
but
married.
You got married?
Yeah.
At what age?
26.
At 26.
And then we had 2 kids.
You did?
And two boys, and then things went a little bad. We got divorced. He drank.
He was a bad drunk.
He was, yeah.
Was he abusive?
No, just verbally.
Verbally
really,
abusive.
Drunken, like that. But he passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. While you guys were still married?
No.
You had split up.
We had split up, yeah.
Okay.
So this was a little bit later on, but still, it was from alcohol,
You guys, he died from alcohol?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So when you guys split up, you took the kids with you?
Yeah,
Or
but they went,
them?
we just split them half.
Back and forth or whatever for a while until he passed?
Yeah.
Okay. Then what happens? So
I was, we ended up moving up here just because the prices of everything down in Marin just force you up, north.
Yeah.
And ended up here and,
how'd you support yourself?
Well, I had a job.
Doing what?
I was a caregiver for a long time, and after that, I just had a random job at this bus company.
Okay.
For a couple
I'm a bus
years.
driver.
Yeah, I cleaned like the bus.
Oh, okay.
So that was for a little while too, and yeah.
Okay. So then,
but never. We always had somewhere to live, and I can never foresee this happening. And don't,
You never saw your life going to like this.
No.
Well, tell me when it starts to like get bad. What happens? Like you sound like you're doing okay. You got a job. You're supporting the kids. It's not the best jobs.
This is more after they had grown up.
Yeah.
Really.
Okay.
So really, I don't even know how it happens. I had a place for a really long time, and I'd met this other, after I was divorced for a while, I was with this other person, my boyfriend. We were together for like 12 years. That's when it really started to go bad, was after he decides he's gonna leave, and so that was kind of devastating to me, and
you were destroyed, hurt you.
Yeah.
So
never saw that coming, and
it just came out of nowhere. You guys weren't fighting or anything.
No, this is not. Yeah, I don't know where it really came from, but he just wanted to leave. I just didn't expect it.
Came out of the blue for you.
Came out of the blue, and
You're hurt.
He inherited some money, is what.
Oh, he didn't want to share his money.
Well, I'm not going to say that for certain, but that seems to be, he wanted to go do what
He wanted to go.
Yeah, So, but that's cool. Then I met another person.
No, it's fine.
It's my boyfriend now. But but we didn't. I mean, we had somewhere to live. And then we lost that place, and me and the person I'm with now, we had gotten a place, and just I don't know. I don't even know. We lost it right before the
COVID?
Yeah, pretty much. That's when this all started. You know, as far as the homeless part, we always had like an RV or a trailer, and we got into this predicament when we lost our last place, and it was only I thought I'd never not been able to find a place, but then there was COVID and all of that happened.
Yeah.
And now I couldn't find any place for us, and then I lost the job. He lost his job. He works, you know, whenever and wherever that he can, and you know, it's just nothing. It's not steady.
Right.
Completely steady, but
you think COVID had an impact on the jobs though, for sure?
Yeah.
For you?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Looking back at it, but it's like it just like happened, and I don't really know, and I don't want to be in it. But it's like almost everything costs so much now, and you need this, and you know, this much money for deposit. The whole thing is just, and the rents are so
extremely high.
Extremely high.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that I don't sometimes don't even see a way out of it. You know?
Yeah.
It's like so.
So tell me, how long have you guys been on the street, so to speak?
For years.
A year, a solid year.
For 3.5 years.
3.5 years. So basically, when COVID was about done, COVID started around. It was in March of 20.
Yeah.
So if you guys have been, it was right then.
Yeah, it was pretty much that's because we had gotten an RV, and our first RV we had taken by the I've had RV taken with everything in it
by the police. Tell me about that. Why'd they take it?
It wasn't registered. We don't know. We went. It was Christmas time. Okay. 3 days before Christmas, had a tree decorated inside there, and they came when we weren't there. We had gone to a hotel for a night, you know, as a treat.
Yeah.
And they came. We went back the next day, and it was gone.
It wasn't registered, and they just towed it out of there.
Yeah, they towed it out of there, and
where was it parked, if you don't mind me asking?
Howard Park.
At Howard Park.
Howard Park.
Howard Park.
Yeah.
That's in Santa Rosa.
Okay. Yeah.
What year was that?
That was like. Do you guys remember?
Was it during COVID?
No, it was after that. Well,
it was like a year like 5 months ago.
A year and 5 months ago. So we're talking about. We're talking about 2020. We're talking about this.
2022
ish, right?
Like 21. I think. Yeah,
end of 21
because it was Christmas.
And it was Christmas of 21.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so they took it, and since it wasn't registered in our name yet, we lost everything in it.
My God.
Yeah, everything. And I had everything.
Did you go like plead for it, or?
Oh yeah, I did. I was
Tell me
crying.
about that.
I went to the police, and the first contact with them, I went right to the police station, and then they tell me at the desk there that they don't know anything about it. I'm like, well, maybe somebody stole it. You know, we didn't know what to think.
Yeah.
You know, and and then they said, well, you can. They told me to check with Cream's Towing.
Yes.
On Santa Rosa Avenue now. Why? Okay. So I go there, and they have it. So, but the police ordered the tow.
The police did order the tow. It wasn't on private property.
No.
They did. The private owners didn't tow it, so it was the police.
It was the police.
Okay.
You know, they don't like it. They don't like the RVs. I get all that. I get it. I completely understand. You know it, but we're not trying to. We're trying to stay out of people's ways. You know,
we're trying to live, honey.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that.
Basically.
It's just for a stupid. I'm sorry, I get emotional about it because this is not the first story I heard about police taking people's trailers
They're
out from
threatening
under.
again now. the cops here in Roanoke Park are saying we're just waiting for our lot, which means they're waiting for some kind of lot where they're going to be able to tow all the RVs off the street. You know?
Did they say when you get out by, or just as soon as you can, or when they're going to come tow it?
No, but they say they'll say if you're not out of here by a certain time on a certain day, we're coming back, we're going to tow you. You know, it's just threat of being towed every.
And how are their demeanors? Are they nice about it, or they're professional?
Some of them are nice, and
Some of them are
aren't.
Okay.
You know, we in Santa Rosa, we don't even go to Santa Rosa at all because they have a no tolerance now policy. They're going to tow it. There's a lady that comes around, and I don't. She's an abatement officer.
Do they get, when the cops come, do they give you any options to go anywhere else to go to? They just threaten and leave, or do they say, hey?
They've never given us options, but I mean, I hear other stories where they, you know,
They tell you to take it here or there?
They're supposed to give you options. They don't tell us where to go. They just, you know, basically tell us to go, and they don't. And if I've asked them where could we go, you know, and they don't really have anything to say. They don't know, but sure enough, they're there. Wherever we go, they'll come within a couple days of being. We've never, you know, found. I mean, this is not ideal, but we don't know what to do. We're like,
well, at least you're lit. You're safe. There's access to food and stuff and electricity and restrooms.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's. I know that, and I get it that there's that maybe they consider it an eyesore or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's fucking eyesore. You know what I mean? These are people's lives that are at stake here.
Yeah.
You know, and there needs to be something figured out about it, and that's what we're trying to do here. You know.
Yeah.
So in those 3 years you've been homeless, so that was the first trailer you lost? Was there more?
No, that's the one we lost, and then we got this one.
Did somebody help you out with this? Or?
Yeah, well, someone gave it to my boyfriend.
Oh,
so.
God bless him, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, so how long did that take in the interim?
That was about 6 months.
What were you guys doing in that time?
Going to hotels, trying to...
Just living day to day, trying to make money to get into a hotel room. Okay.
Yeah.
And tell me, how scary is that? Was there times where you were just on the streets all night?
No. I mean, not really like that. But, I mean, maybe in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Man, and so...
It pretty much sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Now, tell me how you guys. Tell me some of your experiences out there on the street. Like, have you guys been threatened? Have you had any like crazy things happen to you? Tell me some of your hardships.
Really, the worst thing is just fearing the cops all the time. Just breathing, you know.
Coming and taking your stuff.
Yeah, just or dealing with people like there's people that. Okay, here's an example. People that don't like us in an area or whatever, they do this thing where they drive by and they honk, like they're honking, and they'll yell out, you know, scumbags or go, you know, just.
Yeah, it's called harassment.
Yeah. I mean, but it's like so. I mean, to me, it hurts my heart, really.
Yeah.
That I don't.
You just treat people like that. Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
It's all right.
People
they treat us like we're just
trash.
Yeah, trash.
Yeah.
But yet I can go out and go somewhere away from here and interact with people, and no one knows that this is where I came from.
Yeah.
And blend in perfectly fine. You know, so it's difficult. I mean, I just think that people think we don't want to be.
Right.
This is not like the ideal thing for us. You know,
Right.
we're just trying to,
Survive.
yeah,
I get it.
without having to be sleeping in a bush or whatever.
Right.
Which I hope.
What do you
never
think
happens.
the answer to, like, if somebody could like do something, whether it be through the system or to you personally, how do you fix this? How do we fix this
I,
for you personally?
for me personally, I mean, it's just I guess affordable housing
Uh-huh.
would solve pretty much.
Everything. And
Yeah.
have you guys looked into Section 8s and all of that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
But that takes forever, correct?
yeah,
It's like a ridiculous
yeah.
wait time. It's hard to get
Yeah.
into. Then it's the lottery system.
yeah,
I mean, it's just a joke, to be honest with you.
pretty much.
So
Yeah.
there's just, your answer is there's not
It-
enough affordable housing?
No, there's not
Mhm.
any, and then I don't have the best credit. All of it, keeps stacking up to where the place that we lost was in my name, so I have that. It's hard for me in my name to get
A place.
a place,
Uh-huh.
which, yeah.
And how are you guys? You don't have to answer this because I'll edit it out if you don't.
Okay.
But how do you guys support yourselves now? I mean,
I have one small job
Uh-huh.
taking me and my friend here take care, do some in-home
Caregiving.
care. Yeah, so I really just need to get out there and get more
Work. And
pretty
if there was
much. But
more
I'm
work
getting
available.
older, and it's hard to get it here.
Yeah.
When it comes down to looking at age and everything, it's harder
Yeah.
to get. But I'll do anything. I'll clean whatever. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not like have to have some fancy job, or I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't mind getting my hands dirty,
Mm.
but
Yeah.
yeah, it's just
It's tough, huh?
yeah.
It's tough.
And then time just keeps, and it's like, I can't believe 3.5 years have gone by. It just went by like that. So,
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
I'm really, really sorry
Yeah.
that this is happening to you. And I wish I had a magic button to fix it. I don't really know what the solution is. But this is my solution here.
yeah.
You know,
well, I think it couldn't hurt.
It couldn't hurt. And
Because, yeah, I agree with that totally. One other experience I would like to tell you about
Yes.
is, so you know where Challenger Way is in Santa Rosa?
Yes.
We were out there for a little while.
Yep.
And I finally saved up, not this car, but I finally saved up, $500. I bought this car, and I bought it on a Friday. Okay, so the DMV's closed Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I don't remember. You have 10 days.
to get it ready.
That's what.
To put it in your name.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's what it says on the DMV, rules, right?
Right.
Or that's correct. What I thought. Well, no, that's incorrect because Santa Rosa police came, and the thing was, I only had the registration that came with it wasn't a current slip, but it had been paid for and was registered. It was registered. It was only 3 months out, but the paperwork I had said it was a year and 3 months. But the cop wouldn't check. I got woken up. He's putting my car, not this car, but this other car, on a tow truck. He just was running, seeing, who had an unregistered car. It was out 3 months, but I was going to the DMV. I was within the time I thought I had, but they told me a different story that basically they said, well, you shouldn't have bought an unregistered car,
Oh, my
I mean,
God.
and like a car was a big deal, and so they took that car and I lost that car because it just,
Oh my God.
Yeah. But I mean, that to me is like,
It's crazy.
yeah.
It's like, I mean, I know the guy is
He
probably.
wouldn't even check. He would not. He wouldn't even like. You know they can run the car and see that really the fees had been paid for.
But yeah, so that's one of your guys' biggest. That's one of your biggest squawks, so to speak, right now is the registrations and the cops harassing you, taking your stuff.
Yeah.
What else? What else are you? What are some of the things you're facing out here?
I mean, I don't even really know what to say.
Are you afraid?
Am I afraid?
Are you scared?
I'm just afraid I'm gonna, like, something's gonna happen or whatever, that I'm just not gonna make it out of this.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Because really, I mean, who knows what's gonna happen tomorrow. So I just want a home.
mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I hope, God willing, that happens for you.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
mean, like, I've never been able to not get out of this situation, like, like this. Or
And
whatever.
now it's just stuck.
And it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just not, it's not cool.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Okay. Well, Tory, thank you so much for
You're
telling me your story.
yeah.
I'm gonna try to put this on. I'm gonna try to get it up tonight or tomorrow.
Okay.
And then I'll probably get it on tonight because I like to do it, the editing and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'd like to say a little prayer for you if you don't mind. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for telling me your story.
All right.
Yeah, it was
If
either-
it's really bad, we could,
Okay, I'd like
I
to
don't
say
know.
a little prayer for you, but I don't know if this is. It's like this right here. This is for Tory. We're gonna hopefully get her on the my GoFundMe page, and you guys please try to help her out, okay? And
great.
Jesus, please come into our hearts and come under Tory's little heart and help her survive and make it and all of that good stuff. And we love you, amen.
All right. Thank
All right,
you
thank you.
so much.
You guys are. All right, you guys. So I'm gonna flash the GoFundMe page one more time. Please go get your pens and write it down. Help Tory out, man. Remember, if you do decide to donate, which God willing, you do, man. You make sure that you put into the notes that you want to donate to Tory. All right. Peace be with you and God bless you. Hey. Oh, by the way, this is J Cat.
We can't take for granted the privilege and the opportunity that we have to enter into the presence of God.
Yeah. I won't leave this posture of worship. It's a privilege. It's where the power's at, you feel me? Yo. Look, words from the King, words from the Son of Man. It's forgiveness for your sins, cause the bloody lamb. I'ma run after the King like in my last day. He will pick you up, even if you lack faith. I just finished praying for my cousin John, and he say that he ain't smile like that in a while. He say